This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oklahoma Sooners. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame he is hyping his team up in the locker room because this is a huge moment in the conference championship race. At home, a chance to separate themselves. As you know, the Big Ten has produced the last 3 national champions, and he knows this is the first step today. Show them that we are one of the best teams in this league. And he's talked to his team about getting off to a hot start here at home. Make this home crowd ignite. Make it tough on their opponents, and it all starts now on the opening drive. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Glover. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Hits inside, it's Jackson. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Henderson. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Sooners! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Turns it upfield. Gets away from one, finds room. Lots of running room. Inside, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Using his legs, it's White. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll run the screen. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the 1st down.
Got a man. It's Marsh.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Straight ahead, it's White. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's evolved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. Takes the handoff, it's White. Breaks into the open. Brought down. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Looking for a man, it's Bentley. Fires to the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. In the backfield, it's Jackson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
From the gun on third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Moving the pocket, it's Bentley. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Fires downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying to knock him.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jackson. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man, it's Henderson. Back's got it on the screen. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Third and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Jackson. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Wants to pass. Right side, it's Roberts. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Motion from the wide receiver. This quarterback, part of their running game. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more...
Caught, and he's got room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Finds his man. There he goes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Left side is Marsh. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back to pass, it's Bentley. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. One more snap coming before halftime. Defense not showing press coverage. Gonna take a shot before the half. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Hawaii taking on the number 15 team, the New Mexico Lobos. And it's the Rainbow Warriors, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that's 4 straight on the season for this team as they continue what is now a nice little streak.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Buying time to his right. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Knocked down immediately. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. To the air, it's Bentley. Oh, pressure's coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Misses badly on that one.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside. It's White. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Quarterback changing the play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football. Knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bentley. He's got it, and he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
From the gun, it's Davidson. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Third and long coming up. Looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hand it to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Finds his target. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Second down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Out wide left, it's Jackson. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, gonna throw it. Still looking to his right. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Got his man in the middle. Turning it on. He's at the touchdown. Buckeye. And with that, for it.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
We'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Second down to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll try to get the first through the air. A little release to the back. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's at the touchdown, Oklahoma. They move on top here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Quick give. It's Jackson. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Release to the back. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Off and running. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Bentley. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
And this defense doing a really good job understanding out route, seeing it, sitting on it, waiting, breaking on the football, and not giving up the third down conversion.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Dumps it to the back. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end. Missing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They give it to him again. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal...
Wait just a second here, guys. They are sending out the field goal unit after all. I also thought they might go for it in this situation. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Points to stretch the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Bentley. Working that left side now. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Right side, it's Mark. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wowzers way ahead. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Drops back on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Fires quickly. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Back to pass, it's Bentley. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first. Stepping to the right. Gets rid of it. Out wide right, it's White.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Now on second down. Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, gonna throw it. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime. A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. They'll send the back in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a two-point conversion attempt. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. To the air, it's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. Four quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Lets it fly deep downfield. If he houses this, it's ball game. Takes it the other way. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Hits inside, it's Jackson. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to, what, a couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football.
Headed to the end zone. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.